I'm not very familiar with these characters, so let's learn something together. Of course, I'm talking about the Saturday morning cartoon Disney at Funko NFTs.
Yeah, I don't know much about them either.
Well, you're going to be very proud of me. Yeah. I pulled wikis for each character. We're going to learn what each character is. We're going to talk about all the limited numbers for these Funko Pops. And one of the Funko Pops in this list is something that I actually really like.
Okay.
But, spoiler alert, I don't know if I'll actually go for these or not. I don't think I want to drop my money on this particularly, but they are getting like a lot of fan approval.
Yes, people are loving them.
People are saying this is the best set that has been made like for NFT lines yet.
Yeah,
which
that
is
makes me
shocking
happy.
to me because they look like common Funko Pops. There's nothing special about them.
I think they're sort of special, and I think that they're characters that we haven't really seen before.
Okay, so in the past we said the Funko NFT should be something special. Mm-hmm. So are we also going to add like an arm to that saying special could also mean something we've never gotten before?
That's how I feel.
Okay, so something that, like characters we have never gotten before, but caveat, you can't get them like common. Like they can't remake those characters.
That's what they did with, remember the Kellogg, the Cornelius.
But I'm saying that's the caveat they should not be doing.
What I'm saying is they did it for the Cornelius and they shouldn't do it.
That's what I think we're saying the same thing.
We are saying the same thing, but you're acting like I'm not saying the same thing.
But you.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to talk about each and every one of these, and it's going to be fun. But before we go there, I wanted to let you all know that our Patreon call for the month of June is tomorrow, Saturday the 15th. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's like a hangout sesh with all patrons. Hold on. And then 9 p.m. is when Heather and I come on after we get ready and rocking and rolling and go on live with everybody. We go on live with everybody. Google Meet. What?
Did you post it on Patreon today?
I did. So for whatever reason, I posted on Patreon. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah.
I posted on Patreon, and Patreon, I think, either deleted it, there was some sort of glitch, something happened. And here's how I know that. I posted about the Patreon on the Facebook group, and I said this on Patreon, but I'm saying it here as well. What?
Yeah, I remember that. Did you use the word giveaway? Patreon does not like the word giveaway.
I think I did.
That's probably what it is. They probably deleted it. If you use the word giveaway, Patreon
I know they deleted. I know
yeah,
they don't like that. Anyway,
but guess what? We're breaking rules. We're
not doing giveaways. We're doing prizes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the word I like to use. We're doing prizes.
We're doing prizes.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So make sure if you're a patron at levels 2, 3, and 4 to tune in. We'll be giving all sorts of stuff away to include a Pride AP Ghastly and Pride AP pin.
It's before it will ever be seen by anyone other than Patreon. This Saturday, we are debuting it on Patreon. Patrons will get the very first look, and a patron will win it.
And we'll be previewing something entirely different.
And you're gonna love it.
Not only is it a figure, but it's also apparel.
I think this is the first time we've shown like an apparel preview.
This is going to be a crazy Patreon Google Meet call. If you're not a patron and you want to support this channel and you also love Mischief Toys, now is your time. Patreon.com/Gastlecast. Did you have anything to add?
No, I was gonna say just that. Thank you all for your support. We cannot wait to see you.
I know. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Always get very excited about the Patreon calls. They're so much fun via Google Meet. That's how we do it. All right, let's talk about all this stuff. Here they are. This is the full lineup for the Saturday morning cartoon, Disney, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's a name. We'll get to the name. But here are all the Funko Pops. So
these are great.
Flint Heart, Glomgold. We're going to talk about who all these characters are. Fat Cat, Quarterjack, Mob Eagle, Liquidator, and Don Carnage.
It's not Quarterjack.
Or Quackerjack. I'm sorry, Quackerjack. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you recognize any of these characters?
Fat Cat looks very familiar, and I recognize Liquidator not from anything aside from when we were looking this drop up.
Okay, so here are the characters I recognize.
Okay.
Fat Cat, Mob Eagle, and Don Carnage.
Okay.
So all of these characters are a whole lot of fun. I like that they went the villain route with this. That's brilliant.
Oh, that's what they are?
These are all villains.
That's cool.
So it's really smart that they did that.
I mean, I guess you can sort of tell. Why am I even questioning
This is very similar to the Scooby-Doo drops.
Yes.
Where they drop all like the villain characters.
Yeah.
Right? So this is really cool. I like this. So we're going to talk about each and every...
all villains?
Well, mostly. The first one was. The second one was mostly villains.
Mostly villains.
Mostly villains.
No, the first one had Scooby as the Grail, remember?
Yeah, I do.
You said it was all villains on the first one.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay, anyway. People are excited. Be awesome if they weren't crap NFTs. So I'm
just learn it.
Need Quacker Jack at least, but all rock. OMFG. How is their new Scrooge McDuck? It's all villains.
We've gotten Scrooge before, though.
Best Pops in a while. Hate the fact that they are NFT. Loving this set. So Ma Beagle before the Beagle Boys. Beagle Boys are like her kids, and they're like rough and tough guys wearing the same outfits.
You think that the kids came before the mother?
No, I'm not saying
that. No, I'm talking to that person.
Oh, yeah, it's a good question. Out of the characters for the Rescue Rangers, I still want it, and Darkwing Duck villains. People are like super fans of Darkwing Duck. Never got into Darkwing Duck. It just never was my thing. I always skipped that show. I liked the Tailspin. I like the Rescue Rangers. Those are like my two favorites. And the DuckTales. I like those are my three. Let's pull and take a look at all these different characters. So the first one I pulled is Quacker Jack. Quacker Jack used to be an owner of a toy company, Quacker Jack Toys, until the competition killed his products, especially the rise of video games harmed Quacker Jack's toy sales.
Aww.
So he turned into a bad guy because video games became a thing. So the next one is this Flint Heart Glomgold. Selfish, sneaky, and incredibly greedy, Glomgold strives to become the world's richest duck. Now here's Fat Cat. Now Fat Cat's one I do remember. Fat Cat is a felonious, gray tabby cat, and one of the Rescue Rangers' most frequent antagonists. He was introduced as the pet of the nefarious underworld crime lord, Aldrin Chlordane. Though Fat Cat presumably respects him, he continues his life as an independent agent and animal world crime boss after his owner's incarceration. As a running gag, she almost always manages to evade arrest with the promise to break her sons out next time. Liquidator, his name is Bud Flood, is a reoccurring antagonist of the Darkwing Duck franchise. He was a crooked bottled water salesman that fell into a reservoir he had contaminated, turning him into a mutant dog-like creature with the power to assume a vicious form and control water, who constantly talks in advertising-style lingo. He also is a member of Nega Duck's Fearsome Five.
Whoa.
Like the Sinister Six.
But it's Fearsome Five.
Okay. Don Carnage is the main antagonist of the 1990 animated TV show Tailspin. He is the leader of a band of air pirates that are bent on getting over the Cape Suzette border to plunder it. But his plans are often foiled by a bear cargo pilot named Baloo. So all these Funko Pops are really good. Look at this page here. Look at all these guys, huh? And all the cards.
Very cool.
View the physical collectibles. There's Liquidator. He is the Grail.
Okay.
$999.
He glows. That's great.
Glows in the dark. I like that. Then there's Quacker Jack. $2,100. He's a legendary. Fat Cat, also legendary.
I love Fat Cat. I think that's
too.
my favorite. I think Fat Cat, Ma Beagle, and Quacker Jack are my favorites.
The Fat Cat, I kind of wish that he were to, like, he feels more like a Grail to me.
He does, but I think they chose the Grail because it has the glow feature.
On it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's Ma Beagle.
She is very cool looking.
Isn't she awesome?
She's simple, but fun. Like, she's unlike any character I've ever seen before, besides Hamburglar mixed with Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus.
If she takes the mask off, she's just a grandma. She puts that mask on.
A grandma beagle.
Right. Puts the mask on. She's a bad guy. A bad girl.
Question. Is that little white thing, is that like her chest hair? Or
I think that's a tuft of fur. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a tuft of fur.
Interesting.
I think.
I sort of want to pet it.
Flint Heart Glomgold.
I like how he has a weird duck beard.
He's an ultra.
He's very
you like
cute.
his duck beard?
Yeah, he's very cute.
I like his outfit.
Yeah.
And lastly, Don Carnage, the royalty. So no Freddy Funko. I don't think I'm surprised though.
No, because Star Wars didn't have a Freddy on the royalty, right?
Right. Yeah. I think it's a Disney thing.
Which is weird because they've allowed them to do Disney stuff in Freddy Funkos before.
I know, but it must be specific to this whole NFT deal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 15 5,000 standard packs, 19,000 premium packs.
That's a decent amount. It's not too high and definitely not too low.
So they kept it, what, is that like kind of in the middle of the road?
Yeah, that's pretty standard lately, I think.
Okay. So I'm liking that. I like that the numbers are kind of low. Mm-hmm. The limited numbers on the Funko Pops is kind of low. I mean, it's like in the 2,000 range, which isn't so bad. This new Ultra thing seems to be a real turn on for people because they can actually obtain something when they buy packs.
A bit more easily,
because they make a lot more of them. They make 5,000 of them.
I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Who's the Ultra? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Glomgold.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
He's a good looking one.
Yeah, he is cool.
They all are. Honestly, I like them all.
It's a great set.
It is.
I personally don't, I know this is going to sound crazy.
I don't relate to them.
The Fat Cat, I really love that Funko.
He's cute.
I really just, if I could just buy one of these, I would buy that one.
Yeah.
The rest of them, it's like meh. But the dog, the Grail, I really don't care so much about that one. I really don't. I don't know what it is about him, but I just don't care. I'm sure there are people out there that love these characters for their own reason, but me personally, not much.
I think that this, like, someone who has never really watched any of this.
It's an age thing.
Yeah, well, not just that. I think that this was around when I was watching cartoons and stuff, but I was more like of a Nick kid.
You were very young when this was out. This is late 80s, early 90s.
Okay. As someone who didn't watch this or these, I love these Pops. If these resonated with me, I would love them so much more.
This is a very strong set of Funko Pops.
Yes.
But it just does not speak to us.
Yeah.
Right? They're not trash. I mean, we're not saying they're trash.
Definitely not.
Right.
That Quacker Jack, the more I look at it, the more I love it.
It's a cool Funko Pop.
He's so, like, the white eyes is weird.
Yeah.
And, like, the white mouth is weird, but I love it.
They all have good poses, too. I love this Funko. This Fat Cat is so unbelievable. Yeah, he is so good. I don't know. These are fun. I might have to buy a couple of packs of these.
Oh, God.
I really want that Fat Cat. So these I think will sell out.
I was actually scrolling my regular Facebook page today, not even on Funko, like, groups or anything, just my page. Like, my friends were posting about it, saying it was great. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like people who don't really collect Funko Pops.
No, people who have collected Funko Pops.
All right.
But one in particular that stood out is someone who has gotten rid of most of their Funko Pops.
Wow.
Loves the set.
And they said they're getting back into it? They're buying them or what?
I don't know. They just said that they're very great.
So the only downside to this is that there are a lot of people in the world still that do not understand how NFTs work.
Or it's such a pain in the ass that they don't do it.
Well, and then there's also some people who just totally refuse to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. As you saw in the comments, people were like, F that. Like, the NFT thing is so stupid, I'm not getting involved.
Which I understand. It's scary because they ask for, like, your social and I think your driver's license and stuff when you go to buy crypto.
Yeah.
And
well, you're dealing with a bank.
Yeah. So I think that really freaks people out. But, you know, if you're going to get into it, that's unfortunately what you have to do. You're dealing with cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I don't like giving out my social like that.
It freaks me out, too.
Yeah, I've done it. And it was me trying to buy crypto, and guess what? I don't think I ever did. I think it might have happened one time to buy crypto.
Yeah.
But I used to be relying on other people because it is such a pain.
It is.
If you're not into the NFTs, totally understand that. And you like these Funko Pops, I do feel bad for you if you don't like NFTs or don't understand NFTs. One thing I can mention is that Heather and I have made a video on how to buy NFTs. It's a little dated, but it gives you sort of the overall, here's how you do it. It's very simple, right? We can explain it right here. Go to digital.funko.com during drop day, join the queue at 2 p.m. Eastern, and when you join the queue, it'll allow you just to buy packs with your credit card.
So one not even a caveat, one thing to note is when you go and buy directly from digital.funko.com, you purchase with your credit card. You don't have to buy crypto. The crypto comes in if you're doing secondary type stuff. Yes. Or you're, I think it's gone back to it now where you need a certain amount of wax in order to open a wax wallet. But is this one a drop exclusive?
They were doing like, was it drop only, or like you couldn't do secondary
anywhere
market
besides drop.
So you can actually find out by looking at the bottom of the page, this collection is drop exclusive. These are the same digital pop that you know and love. However, you can only buy, sell, and trade them on drop. So that basically means that all secondary places to sell, which like Atomic Hub is one of them. Atomic Hub, I think .com. You can go over there and create an account and you can trade and all that. Back in the day, like when this all began, that was the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Now Drop has built like a system in which you can do it just right there where you buy all the cards. So it's actually a really cool system. At first, I didn't know how I felt about it because Funko basically created their own like little hub, and it's like everything is going to them now. It isn't like you can go out and do what you want. It's almost like Funko saying, okay, you buy a Funko Pop from us, but you can't put that Funko Pop on eBay or Mercari. It has to be on our website.
Yeah.
That's the only way that you can sell it.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks. However, you get a lot of breaks from it. They don't charge you quite as much to do like trades and sales and everything.
Oh,
so
cool.
that's a plus side. So there are good things that come with this, although it does seem monopolized.
I feel like, though, that allows you as a consumer to have more leverage over them because they can't be like, oh, well, we're not in control of what you pay on the secondary market if something is to happen to you.
You know, that's a very good point. They put themselves in a bind because now it is all them.
Yeah, so they can see what someone, because everything that you do with NFTs is on the blockchain, so they can literally see like how much you paid for a certain piece, and I feel like that, will it make them more accountable? I don't know, but hopefully it allows them to give customers better service.
Agreed,
than before, because there were a lot of issues with like missing packages or very damaged items, and they would give very minor compensation for that, if any at all.
Right, and we were seeing a lot of issues with Funko NFTs. Lately, it hasn't been quite as bad. We actually made a video recently where somebody had an issue that was going on about a year. And we made a video, and they apparently Funko and Drop were fixing whatever the issue was.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are with that right now.
So I don't know where they're at with that particular person's issue. However, I do know that they are still taking a very long time to get back to customers. Which is a big problem. Like if you are going to run a business, customer service is like, that should be number one.
Right.
You know, I mean, of course, besides making sure your product is there and safe and all that stuff, but you need to make sure like customer service, customer satisfaction is like on the forefront.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Where are you at, Funko and Drop? Come on.
Where you at?
Let us know what you think about this collection and more in the comment section down below. Will you be buying these? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Or is there a negative comment out there about these? I would love to hear negative comments because...
Aside from I don't like NFTs.
Yeah, aside from that.
We're referring to like, do you not like these pops?
Right, because honestly, I have only seen positive comments about this particular set.
With the exception of, I don't like NFTs.
Exactly. Like, overall, I'm only reading good things.
Yeah.
Which makes me so happy to see that people love them, especially when we got a set like Star Wars, which was
or that first Disney drop.
Or the first Disney. I mean, you're talking horrible, horrible stuff from Disney. But this one, fantastic.
A+.
A+. So let us know what you think about all this and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Pistachio32, East Coast Collects, Belinda Jean, Jeff Wilson, This Life with Joy, Katie Spink, James Neff, Lisa Stevens, Isaiah Gartman, and Michelle Days. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are amazing and we love you. And don't forget that live Google Meet chat that'll go down tomorrow. We'll post everything that you need to know on Saturday afternoon. However, I have posted the link and everything on Patreon already, but I'll repost it just to make sure that nobody misses it on Saturday, the 15th of June. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You do not want to miss our new content. We post practically every single day, and we have a blast while we're doing it. It's not just about the Funko Pops. It's about having fun here with Heather and I. And also, if you haven't already, slam the crap out of that like button, because every like on this channel helps us in such a big way. It is probably one of the best ways to support the channel. And we also want to let you know that this Saturday, Signature Series will have a brand new drop at 3 p.m. Eastern. This time, it's Attack on Titan Signature Series. There are 2 different Funko Pops there and 2 different people who will sign your Funko Pops. It looks like there's an Armin Funko Pop and a Mikasa Funko Pop. Both are 60 pieces. You can head over to $7 a pop and buy yours tomorrow, June 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern. They're both $95 plus shipping. Get yours before they're gone. 60 is a very low number. $7bucksapop.com. Thank you so much for staying until the end. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.